Good everyone, you're watching Radio Fixes. In this video, I'm going to talk about how to fix if you get an error message, one of the update service is not running properly in your Windows machine. Now, there are a couple of steps which you could try to get this issue resolved. Now, the first step to resolve this issue is to run the Windows Update Troubleshooter. To do this, you will have to open Settings, which you could do by doing a right click on the Start button and then clicking on Settings. Once you're on the Settings, you will have to go ahead and click on System. That should take you the list of options here. Now in this you will have to locate for troubleshoot, click on troubleshoot and then click on other troubleshooter. Once you click on other troubleshooters, you will have to locate for Windows update. It would be either listed under other or it would be listed under most frequent. In case if you have used this troubleshooter in the past, you would see it under most frequent. So click on run. Follow the step-by-step instructions on the screen. Now what this will do is, this will try to diagnose the problem within the Windows. It's an inbuilt application. And in case if there are any issues related to Windows Update component, it will try to fix the problem. Once this troubleshooter has been successfully executed, you may close this window and restart your computer and then check if your issue has been resolved. In case if your issue has been resolved, well and good, you don't need to try the next method. Now the next step to resolve this issue is to go ahead and restart the update related services. One of the components you will have to make sure it is restarted is Windows Installer and Windows Update. In addition to it, there are other update components which will have to be restarted. To do this, you will have to do a right click on the Start button and then click on Run. In the Run window, you will have to go ahead and type services.msc and then click on OK. This should open the services window. Once you have the services window, you will have to locate for Windows Update. It would be in alphabetical order. So once you locate Windows Update, do a right click and then click on Properties. Make sure the startup type is being set to automatic and then click on OK. And then do a right click and then click on Restart. Wait until the component has been restarted. Once this is complete, the next service what you will have to locate is Background Intelligent Transfer Service, or you can also call it as BITS. So once you locate Background Intelligent Transfer Service, you can do a right click and then click on Properties. Make sure the startup type is being set to automatic and then click on Apply and check the service status. If it is stopped, click on Start. Once this service has been started, you may click on OK. Do a right click and then click on Restart to make sure the service is up and running. Once this service has been restarted, the next thing what you will have to locate for is Cryptographic Services. It would be in alphabetical order. Once you locate Cryptographic Services, do a right click and then click on Properties. Make sure the startup type is being set to automatic. In case it is set to manual, choose the drop down list and select automatic. Click on Apply and then click on OK. Also make sure the service is running. In case if it is stopped, click on Start and then click on OK. Do a right click again and then click on Restart to make sure the service is running. The next thing is you will have to locate for Application Identity. Do a right click and then click on Properties. Make sure the startup type has been set to automatic. Once this is done, you may click on Start, click on and then do a right click and then click on Restart. Once all these Windows component has been resetted, the last service you will have to make sure it is up and running is Windows Installer, which is one of the important component. You will have to do a right click on the Windows Installer and then click on Properties. Check if the service status is being stopped. In case if it is being set to stop, click on Start, click on Apply and then click on OK. Locate for Windows Installer again. Do a right click and then click on Restart. Once this is done, you may close this window, restart your computer and then check if your issue has been resolved. In case if your issue has been resolved, well and good, you don't need to try the next step. Now the next step to resolve this issue is to go ahead and run a batch file which will go ahead and reset Windows component and other Windows component on the computer. To do this, you will have to open command prompt. Once you have the best match for the command prompt, do a right click and then click on Run as Administrator. In case if you get a user access control prompt, you may click on Yes or Continue on the screen. Once you have the command prompt open, you will have to copy the commands from the video description, which I will mention. All you have to do is once you copy it, do a right click and then click on Paste. This will automatically run or reset the Windows component. You will have to wait until the commands has been successfully executed. Once the command has been successfully executed, you can close this window, restart your computer, and then check if your issue has been resolved. In case if your issue has been resolved, well and good, you don't need to try the next method. Now the next method to resolve this issue is to go ahead and run the SFC scan or DISM tool on your computer. To do this, you will have to go to the search window and type command prompt. Once you have the best match, do a right click, run as administrator, and then click on yes. Once you have the command prompt open, you will have to go ahead and type the command for SFC scan. So you can copy the command from the video description or you can type it manually. Once you have this command, hit enter, wait until the command is being executed. Once the SFC scan command has been successfully executed, the next command what you will have to go ahead and execute is for DISM restore health. You can copy the command and paste it from the video description in the command prompt and hit enter. Wait for this command to successfully execute. Close this window, restart your computer, and then check if your issue has been resolved. Now all these steps should definitely fix the problem. In spite of trying all this step, and if you're still facing a problem, I would suggest you to leave me a comment in the comment section so that I can come up with the possible solution. I hope this video was useful. In case if you like this video, please make sure to hit the like button and do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Have a great day.